you know me. I've been an avid supporter for the Pac-12, whether it's been the college football playoff, NCAA selection committee, things like that. And you got 3 teams in there, and none of them advanced to the weekend or the first weekend, which is very disheartening. I even picked a Pac-12 team to win. But right now, the Pac-12 is way behind. It's way behind in revenue. It's way behind in keeping up with all the Power 5 schools, just from the athletes that they're bringing in. They're not bringing in the athletes that they used to, and they are behind. I would even go as far as saying that they might be even, if not below, the Mountain West right now, because the Mountain West has shown that they have been able to win bowl games, maybe not to the highest level of competition, but that kind of just defeats the point I'm trying to make. But in the NCAA tournament too, I forget.
Only 3 made the field of 68.
Yeah, so who'd you pick to win the whole thing?
I picked Arizona.
Oh.
And I got burned because, like I said, the Pac-12 is just not what it is. There you go. That's
a little, yeah. Aren't they at the head of this FBI investigation garbage?
Arizona.
That would have been a really fun story if they would have won the whole thing with the FBI on their back.
There is a lot. There is a lot of schools right now. Like there's just some news that came out today that Mark Gottfried and Dennis Smith Jr., who is now in the NBA, and the former coach of NC State are being probed in the FBI investigation. So it's ongoing. We'll see.
Interesting stuff. I think, Pac-12 obviously hasn't really performed, like you said, DJ, in football or basketball, but I don't know. It's one of those things. Got to consider, who they went up against and different things like that. I didn't know that they were behind in revenue and other things like that. I mean, a very interesting part of the conversation.
Yeah, but going back to March Madness, Seth, who are a couple of maybe of your teams, like who'd you have winning it all and things like that?
I took Kansas over Michigan in the finals.
Oh, okay.
Michigan has been looking really, really strong. They've won their Big Ten tournament, and I always seem to pick Kansas every year. Don't know why. They've just always kind of been my team when it comes to this time of year. So
yeah.
Just got that feeling.
Yeah, they got that it factor to them. They've definitely been there before. I really like Nova, and I like Michigan State as well. I almost picked Michigan State. I was super close.
I got to jump in here for a moment because we have a person calling in. He is Thomas from off campus, and Thomas wants to talk about the Pac-12. Thomas, how's it going, man?
How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
What do you got, Thomas?
I just got a couple opinions on the Pac-12. Twitter was blowing up last night. Everyone was slagging off the Pac-12, saying we don't have it anymore, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I just wanted to point out that just last year, UW was playing in the college football playoff, and also the Pac-12 had 10 wins in the tournament last year, including a representative in Oregon in the Final Four. So while I think it's easy, low-hanging fruit to pick on the Pac-12 right now, and I definitely think that Commissioner Larry Scott needs to be on the hot seat. He has not showered himself in glory over the past few years. But as far as, actual teams performing, I think we could easily say that this year could have just been a down year. Three teams made the final 68. That's obviously not good, but I think next year we could see it rebound.
I stand corrected. That is a great point. And like you said, UW was in the playoff last year, and I didn't even know that stat about 10 wins. So I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Thomas. That's perfect debating right there.
And I think in the sports world, people tend to have a really short memory, where, like, I had to look up who won the NCAA tournament last year because I already forgot. So trying to remember how many Pac-12 teams were in the tournament last year, how they all did, there's just no way that's going to happen. People tend to forget that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas, thanks for standing everybody up in here today.
No,
appreciate it.
I would also like to quickly point out that your YouTube channel might be great, but I'm going to disagree with Christian and say the best place to listen to you guys is live.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Y'all have a good day.
You too. Have a good one, Thomas.
He brings up a great point, and so do you, Seth. Sports is just it's so emotionally driven, and you get highs and lows and peaks and valleys, and I definitely got caught up in it. I tweeted out this morning that Pac-12 didn't look like a Power 5 conference, at least this year. But like I said, I stand corrected, and I was wrong, and Thomas got the best of this one.
Straightened you out.
Yep, he did.